This is the last final 2 days in Skegness, summarizing this video. Thank you so much for being on this series on Travel with Shev. I travelled to Skegness in the May half term, Mablethorpe, Sutton-on-Sea, and then around all of that area in Lincolnshire. And I've got 3 previous videos in this series, so do check them out. Thank you so much for watching. So welcome and welcome back to all my new and returning subscribers. I'm so glad you're enjoying the content around Skegness and can see those reviews are going up. So thank you so much. Know that I've got lots of editing from all the places that I've been, all 22 countries and a lot of cities coming up on my channel. So look out for that. So yeah, I'm sort of like just winding the trip down. So first day, saw my husband, he came on the second to last day of the trip. We had a great time in Skegness. I've already edited that video showing you some of what we did on the day that he came. Bit of Fantasy Island. We just had a great time on the beach. Lots of friends came and we just loved it, friends and family. So that was the day he came, and those already edited. So this is the final day, and in these videos I'm just heading back home really and doing my final bits of shopping before I have to go home. So this is the view that I saw for the last 4 weeks. And if you don't already know, I absolutely love Skegness. I've been saying this throughout the whole series. Skegness is a place that really has my heart. You see, there's so much things to do in and around Skegness. This is an animal farm that we passed. We didn't even go in there. And the more we sat on the bus and saw the area on the way from Inglemells, from Golden Palm Estate, where we were staying, resort, we could see that there was plenty more for family to do. So as you can see, that is an animal farm, indoor and outdoor play areas for your children. I didn't check the cost out of that, but if you are curious about going to Skegness, you can check it out. It's called Hardy's Farm, so check it out. And all the caravan sites that you see on the way from Inglemells, from Golden Palm Resort, from Chapel St. Leonard's, so much places to stay in and around Skegness. You really do not have to just stay in Skegness itself. And once I said just ignore the naysayers. There's a lot of people saying all sorts of stuff about Skegness, and for me, a holiday is what you make it. Plan your holiday well. We were never bored. In fact, we didn't have enough time to do all the things that we wanted to do because we broke it up, you know, one day in Skegness, one day in Mablethorpe and Sutton-on-Sea, one day just traveling with friends and family and just having friends, and one beach day. And that's 4 days that's done, and we still didn't even see half the things that was supposed to be seen. There's trampoline park as well as you're driving past, and also just to stop off and check out some of the caravan sites. Maybe you're going to buy a caravan. This is us passing through Inglemells. And although we went to a beach, and I did a video and said I'm at Inglemells Beach. Actually, that was not Inglemells Beach. I think that's called Barry Beach or something. But this is Inglemells Beach as you go up through that gap there. And so we could have come off here and actually spent a whole day here, because as you see, there's, you know, all the things that you have in Skegness are in this area as well. Bouncy castles, things for your family to do. So much to do in and around the area. You will not be bored. And I just love watching the caravan sites. I think that caravan parks are such a great idea. I know that, you know, people have their various reasons for being there, but for me, how you can just get up and leave your house and just go and live in this tin frame for a week, or actually half a year, because you can stay there for a while, really fascinates me. It's a thing about staying at the caravan site that makes you realize that you really don't need to have so much stuff. And I actually like that about that. I also love the way they design them. They're very compact, but yet they have everything you need. If you saw earlier in my very first video of going to Skegness, I did a tour of what our caravan site looked like. Our caravan itself looked like, and we had 1.5 baths on that small thing. We had a bathroom, a full bathroom, and another toilet space, and 3 bedrooms in that thing. But yeah, it was great. So here we are, and you know, showing you Skegness. There's a big KFC, big Premier Inn, so you can actually stay there, Travelodge, and just go on the beach from there. But of course, as I said, we didn't stay in Skegness. We were at Golden Palm Resort. And so, as I said, so much to do. If your children love buses, you know, could be at that age where they love riding the bus or riding the train. Another day trip idea actually is to go back on the train that you came from. I think it's like one main train into Skegness. Come off in Lincoln, explore Lincoln for the day, and then come back to Skegness. Explore actually any of those stops on the way from, you know, from the Midlands to there. You can get off, you know, last 3 or 4 stops or so, and even try to ride the bus back to Skegness. That could be a really fun day trip to just discover those areas, because there's so much to see, especially like in Lincoln, Boston, all of those areas. So much to do. And of course, in this main area of Skegness, this part right here, is where all the action happens. You got Fantasy Island behind there. You got the ride that comes down, the water ride. I've never been on that, by the way. I never really fancy getting soaked and then walking around. But if, you know, the heat wave like we've been having in the UK is your thing, just go on that ride and cool it down for the day. I think it's quite reasonable. It's about £5 to get on there. So much to do. And families just enjoying themselves, because that's what it is about going to Skegness. Don't go alone. You're going to be bored. Of course, you're going to be bored if you go anywhere alone. Could be in the Caribbean. As long as you're alone, you're going to feel lonely, right? So go with a good group of people that you enjoy being with and enjoy the time. As I showed you, great ways to save money in Skegness. Take your children to the park. We was at the park. Free parks like anywhere. Take them to the park. You don't have to pay for those rides. And as I showed in my previous video, I have a strategy. You know, pick one really thrilling ride and another one. And that's 2 rides, and that's all that we're going to do for the day. Choose to eat at KFC and all that when you're out, and go shopping. On your first day, if you're staying in a caravan site, and plan your meals well. If you're going with a group, you could also plan to cook on different days, which is what we did with my family that we stayed there. We all decided to cook, and so it wasn't boring. That's the main strip there that we've just passed, the main promenade. Great to walk down there, and so much to do. There's cinema, golf course, another hotel. There's so much to do in Skegness, and actually the main strip, the main beachfront of Skegness, so much shops to explore. Get your rocks, have a good time. Skegness is a good time if you want it to be. All the shops that you would miss there. It's just like any other British seaside town. I really don't understand why it gets so much bad press. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I do need to get my I Love Skegness t-shirts. I know I've got it on in those photos, but I actually don't really own one. But I will get I Love Skegness t-shirt because I really do love that place. And so what I like to do as well is to check out the shops. I do a lot of shopping in Skegness, actually. I bought some sandals, which you saw me buy in Mablethorpe. And my husband likes these kind of dapper gentleman hats. So I was going to go into this shop, get our rocks, I actually bought rocks, I bought fridge magnets, I bought cup that said Skegness. I bought all the things to support the local economy and all of these shops in Skegness, because I really want to see them stay open, and I really want to be enjoying Skegness for many years to come. So definitely save the coins and go into these shops and spend. We really want this high street to keep going. But I went in here, got my knickknacks, and was out. So you'll see me going in there to try and choose a hat for my husband, which I did doing. So now every time he wears that hat, and I see him, really nice hat by the way, really reasonable, I will remember my trip to Skegness, because that's where I got it from for him. If this is your first video that you've come across on my channel, I'm Travel with Shev. In fact, I am Siobhan and my channel is Travel with Shev. Do subscribe, plenty of videos coming up. I'm so excited to edit my travel series from last summer across France. We had a fantastic summer last summer. Now, I won't even talk about the epic summer that will be 2026. It's a great milestone in my life, and so it's going to be one of my most epic travel series ever. So stay tuned for that. Much more will be coming out closer to the time, or even after my trip, after I've had an epic time. But you really do not want to miss the travel series from France last year. I'm telling you, we landed, well, we took the Eurostar, went straight into the heart of Paris. From Paris, we went to Metz. From Metz, we went to Avignon. From Avignon, we went to Marseille, from Marseille back to Avignon, and then back to Paris. And I'm telling you, that was epic. So you don't want to miss that. In between that, we went to Luxembourg and to Germany. And I've got all of the videos on that to edit for you. So I'm really excited to do that series, actually, in the midst of this local content, to show you some of that. So I don't know if I'll be working on that next, because I also went to Cleethorpes. If you saw my last live video, I went to Cleethorpes just on a whim with my girls, and I've got a fantastic video for you. I might actually edit that straight, because I think that follows naturally after this, or that was the most recent trip. So do look out for my content on Cleethorpes. As I said, you will not be bored around here. If you've missed it, since this year I've already been to Switzerland, I've been to Ireland, I've been to Amsterdam, and I've been to Italy, Milan, Italy. And so those videos also to edit for you, as well as all the 22 countries that I've been. I've got content on that. I've just been very slow in editing, and actually I want to find my audience, and I think I'm finding you guys. So do subscribe, because there's plenty coming. Me and my girls and my husband, when he's available, we're traveling the whole world. And we're not breaking the bank to do so. I'm so excited looking into the future, because it's going to be Asia travel. I'm so excited to explore Asia coming up, probably 2027. I'll start to dip my toe in that side of travel. So lots of things to come in. Actually, no. Maybe it's 2028. I've planned most of the travel for 2027 already. But we can see what's going to happen. But I want to say also that I've got the most epic autumn planned. If this goes to plan, this will be a solo experience, dipping in and out. It'll be a lot of traveling by myself. I really want to have a time to reflect in the autumn on a certain things. As I say, it's a big milestone for me, and I do really want to position myself for the next decade. I have a lot of work to do for God. I'm a Christian, if you didn't know, and I just want to get my life. You know, it's that point in your life where you really take stock. And so I want to take this trip to really have some time to think, but also just to explore some really hidden parts of Europe that I've never been, you know. And so I really want to plan that trip. So before I give any more information, I will be planning that. So yeah, get back to the video. I am heading home. It's been a fantastic week in Skegness. What else could I say? Making memories with my family from London and Manchester, and all my friends that came along from, you know, various parts of my life to enjoy a week that we will never ever forget. My children had a great time with their friends and their family, and that's what it's all about for me. I will be taking holidays. If you miss me, I'm on holiday, and that's going to be for the rest of my life, because life is short. I work hard. I'm sure you work hard as well. And this is a priority for me, so I'll be doing that. Be a good person, live a good life, but enjoy your life and enjoy this beautiful earth that the Lord has created for us. And I thank you so much for being on my channel. Once again, if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, because you do not want to miss all my travel series coming up from the 22 countries that I've visited and all the places I'm going for the rest of the year. Take care, and I will see you in my next video.